Hello and welcome to Quarterlight, your car brochure channel, and in today's episode, the Mark IV Ford Fiesta. Welcome back, and Quarterlight, if you don't know, we're just a very small YouTube channel looking at car brochures from around the world. So if you think that might interest you, please consider subscribing. Anyway, back to today's episode, the 4th generation Ford Fiesta. First introduced in October 1995. The brochure today is dated October 1995, so it's introducing this new generation Fiesta. It actually ran for some time and ran all the way till December 2002 when it was replaced by the 5th generation. Now, internally it had the code name BE91. Now, I don't know about you, but if I compare that to the internal code names that Ford used to use and think about the Escort, Brenda, Tony, great code names. Now we're using BE91, but I guess that's progress for you. But anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at today's brochure. So here is the front cover of today's brochure. The script Fiesta in the way it used to be written on the backs of the cars. It says, "Not for the small-minded." Date showing 1995, new edition. And I don't think you'll be able to make it out, but it says they're introducing the new Fiesta range. The Ford badge, of course, and as usually for these cars, the top of the range model shown on the front cover, the Ghia. You always recognise the Ghia straight away with this unusual grille, almost like a plastic, almost like it should line up, but it obviously doesn't. But I did quite like that as a change from using chrome or bright plastic on the higher spec models that Ford used to do for the Ghia models. I guess that by this stage that chrome or bright trim was seen as a bit old-fashioned, because it doesn't even have any bright trim or anything around the windows or anything, and someone obviously came up with this bright idea on the top model to put this sort of like a plasticky effect on the front, which actually looks quite good. I do particularly like it. Shown here with alloy wheels, although we'll find out later on, alloy wheels on this top of the range Ghia was an optional extra. Still, at this stage in 1995, I still kind of think of Ghias having alloy wheels, but still, it's an optional extra. Anyway, let's have a look inside the brochure. Okay, when we turn the page, we can see our first glimpse at the interior of this 4th generation. All very curvy, as you see, quite an attractive interior really for a small car of this time. Equipment levels have risen. This is obviously Ghia. There's a little bit of wood shown in there. And on the opposite page, it's kind of like a bit of waffle really about how Ford, puts people first. Our goal is to great driving pleasure, etc., etc. So I won't go into too much detail on that because it's not particularly very interesting. And obviously the contents page. More interesting though is when we flip this page over, we get a nice rear shot of the Fiesta. Ghia badge as usual shown above that side indicator. Fiesta badge in this sporty sort of slanty effect, and quite simply just a 16 valve or 16V badge on the back. Anyway, let's move on. Next page is showing more of that interior, and like I say, not too bad for a small car. Obviously rear passenger room is tight. A continuation of this sort of curvy theme, with these curvy door handles, kind of like almost reminiscent of that front grille, I think. But it's not exciting. It's quite a plain interior overall, quite plasticky, but like I say, the dashboard has certainly moved on a bit. And then we get our first little look at what it's referring to as the new Zetec SE multi-valve range of engines. These new engines that have arrived, still showing the Ghia version. So let's have a look at a bit of this text about this new engine. So it starts by talking about a new generation in power. As the world's most advanced family of lightweight engines, the new Zetec SE multi-valve range has rewritten the record books. The innovative design, choice of materials and high build confirm their status as engines built without compromise. The new EECV electronic engine management system is the same system used with such success in the Ford-powered Benetton Formula 1 cars last season. It has 66% more memory and is 20 times faster than its predecessor, and makes a major contribution to greater engine efficiency, smoother running and quicker fault diagnosis. And there is the engine itself. The new Zetec SE 4-cylinder 16-valve unit is exceptionally compact and uses light metal alloys for its main structural components. And then it's got this lovely little image here. Are they German plates possibly? Of this interesting one in the snow, and it says the new Fiesta is capable of rapid startups in conditions as low as minus 15 degrees C. Not too impressive that actually here in Canada, where winters are minus 40 degrees C and minus 15 would be a very mild day, but there we go. Next page is actually showing something that isn't the Ghia by the looks of it, as we can tell by the lower spec grille at the front, but it's got body coloured door mirrors on there, so we know it's not the base model. Only 3 models at this time, so this is going to be the SI. Again, these will be optional extra alloy wheels. It's talking about precision engineering. Let's just have a quick look at some of these diagrams here. So this first image is talking about a redesigned front suspension gives greater steering response and feel, as well as improved braking stability. Here we've got a new generation of electronic ABS incorporating low speed traction control, provides the driver with more consistent and stable braking. And then we've got this nice cutaway image, which is very well drawn. The illustration is intended to show technical features only and does not necessarily represent the latest product specifications. So more saying a bit of a close, very strange sort of seats on this one. And then we get to the different trim levels. Remember that at launch there's just 3 trim levels. This is the base one. No, we're not using L, we're calling this the Encore. I guess L, who wants an L, I guess they thought, so we'll make up this funny little name, although I must admit I used to like L, LX, GL, etc, etc, but no more. This is the base model. We can first look at the sort of wheel trims available. No 16 valve badge on here because that new Zetec engine wasn't available for this base model at launch. This is a 1.3 injection, or you could option it to have a 1.8 litre diesel engine. Here it's shown as a 3-door, although you could have it as a 3 or indeed a 5-door. Let's have a look at some of this text. It's showing some of the features that this model has got on it. So it says the full depth bumpers and distinctive wheel covers together with the black door handles and mirror housings give the Encore a stylish, understated appearance. Strange that it's talking about, you know, black mirror housings are kind of like something that makes it stand out when, you know, that's what the base model has. We get colour coded on the next models that we'll see. Anyway, standard exterior features include power assisted steering on the 1.8 diesel, full depth bumpers, black radiator grille and body coloured surrounds. Sadly it doesn't show that, but you know, where we was looking on that grille, it's just black now. Manually adjusted door mirrors and black housing, heated rear window, safeguard engine immobiliser, tailgate wiper and electric wash, 5x13 steel wheels with full wheel covers, and it says key optional features available at extra cost include power assisted steering and metallic paint. And as you can see, you know, there's very basic black door handles. You can see how this was badged. Like I said, nothing on the back other than the Fiesta badge, and you know, here it's telling us Encore, the base model in this case. And there are those, what it refers to as being an understated appearance, these sorts of black bumpers. And then we get a peek into the interior. Quite an unusual little interior with a sort of fabric that matches the seats and the door cards on there, which is a little bit unusual. We'll have a closer look at that in a moment, but let's have a look at some of these text where it's showing some more of the internal features. So it says inside the Encore there is ample storage space, including a glove box equipped with a cup and pen holder. The front seats have a wide range of adjustment, and of course a driver's airbag is standard. Standard interior features include that airbag, accessory socket, cigar lighter, non-woven velour carpet, digital clock, glove box with lid, driver's covered sun visor mirror, trip recorder, fully reclined front seats and height adjustable head restraints, front seat belt grabbers, height adjustable seat belt mounts, and it lists some of the options you could get there. So available at an extra cost include front passengers airbag, tilting and removable sunroof, and stereo radio cassette model 3000. Some unusual little key little pictures here. Talking about this superb new Compact 2 mobile phone is available. Look at that. And then a look at that interior, which I don't think looks too bad really for a base model Fiesta. And like I promised, there are them seats and that unusual door card, and that's kind of like fabric is kind of like matched in sort of like the centre part of the seats. And then we're up to the next model, and actually this model I kind of like forgot about, so there's actually 4 specs at this time. I do apologise. Here is the LX. Still got these sort of black bumpers, still got the black door mirrors, again some wheel trims on this one, although now we could actually get the 16 valve engine on this one, although you can still get that 1.3 actually, unusually enough. Let's have a quick zoom in on it and then we'll look at some of the key features. So first of all, the grille or the surround of the grille is actually colour coordinated. It was kind of like saying that was black on the Encore. Sad that there wasn't a picture there. Black bumpers, like I say, 16 valve, sorry, LX badge above the indicator, and those black mirrors, and you know, a little bit of a look at that different interior trim at this model. Again, we've got black door handles on this one. Down the bottom here, it is going to tell us a little bit about some of those features, so let's have a look at that. The Fiesta LX's striking lines are further complemented by stylish body style mouldings and full depth bumpers. There are new rounded door handles, and the sculptured tailgate features a badged tailgate handle. Standard exterior features are power assisted steering on the 1.8 and automatic, full depth bumpers and body side mouldings, safeguard engine immobiliser, tailgate wiper and electronic wash, manually adjusted door mirrors with black housing, so nothing really jumps out above the base model there. Ghia optional extras, so we've got ABS and traction control on the manual, power assisted steering and metallic paint. And they are the different options, the engine options, and again can be 3 or 5 door. So again we've got then internal features, and again let's zoom in on that interior, so that slightly different interior trim. And down the bottom here we've got a nice little image of that split rear seat, 60/40 in this case. And you know, you can fit your deck chair in there, although who actually owns these type of deck chairs? I don't know. I remember you could rent them from the beach, couldn't you? I seem to remember that, but I don't remember anyone actually having them, and you know, you always had a little bit of a fight with them, and they usually won. Specifications. It says the LX provides an integrated cabin environment with strong feeling of quality, comfort and spaciousness. From the smart carpeting and trim to behind the wheel convenience, the emphasis is on quality. Standard interior features include driver's airbag, accessories, socket, cigar lighter, passenger and covered driver's sun visor mirror, fully reclining front seats with height adjustable head restraints and seat back storage pockets, driver's seat tilt adjustment, tachometer on the 1.25 injection engine, that's that Zetec engine, front seat belt grabbers, height adjustable seat belt mount, 60/40 split rear seat belts, screened glass tilting and removable sunroof, luggage compartment light. We've now got that Model 3000 stereo radio cassette. Key optional features: passenger airbag and a combination option pack featuring front passenger's airbag, driver's seat height adjustment and rear seat head restraints. Then we get this so-called sporty model, or really no different than the others apart from a few little bit of extras really. The Fiesta SI, 16 valve on the badge. The only engine we could actually get now is the 1.25 injection 16 valve Zetec engine. Showing a 3-door again, although even the SI you could get as a 3 or a 5-door. The little SI badge was just above that side indicator like all the other models. Showing it with alloy wheels, although again alloy wheels optional extra, so you know, not too sporty. We're not talking about X or 2Is here by any stretch of the imagination. Looks like we've still got black bumpers, although it's hard to see, but the door mirrors are now colour coordinated. Let's have a look at some of the specifications. So the Fiesta SI, metallic paint, full depth bumpers and body side mouldings together with the rear spoiler. Kind of missed that. We'll have to have a look at that rear spoiler, won't we? Rear spoiler. Guess it's easily missed, isn't it? Really not much of anything. Set the tone for this sporty Fiesta. The smooth aerodynamic contours are further complemented by the stylish new black front grille and body colour surround. Standard features: we've now got power steering, those bumpers, special body side moulding, metallic paint, manual adjustable door mirrors, safeguard engine immobiliser, body colour tailgate spoiler, tinted glass, tailgate wiper and electric wash. And then our options are ABS, traction control, and a pack consisting of a quick clear heated windscreen, electronically operated and heated door mirrors and electronic operated front windows. And yes, it says alloy wheels are optional. Okay, so here is the SI interior. You can see these nice sporty white dials. We've got a rev counter, of course. Seat trims, a very fancy sort of design, aren't they? But there's nothing really pops out too much to say this is the sporty model. Let's have a look at some of the features, see if something stands out. So the interior is extensively equipped to provide a driving environment of supreme quality and convenience. Fully adjustable seating and an ergonomically designed fascia with white instrument dials plus a centre console combine to make driving a pleasure. Standard interior features include driver's airbag, accessory socket cigar lighter, luggage compartment light, passengers and covered driver's sun visor mirrors, tachometer, fully reclined sports front seats with height adjustable head restraints, driver's seat tilt adjustment, front seat belt grabbers, height adjustable seat belt mounts, 60/40 split rear seat back, screen glass tilted and removable sunroof, that's stereo cassette model 3000. Options. So we've got that airbag, passenger airbag. We've now got the option of a CFC free air condition and an option pack featuring front passenger airbag, driver's seat electric height adjustment and rear seat head restraints. Then we get the Ghia. Like I think this is probably by far, I think, the best looking of the bunch, of course, as the top of the range often are. Alloy wheels though, strangely not standard, optional extras, this unusual grille which we might have a little bit of a zoom in on, and a few other features. Let's have a look at that now. There is that grille, and like I said, it's sort of like material that looks more like glass, but a clever little idea to give that illusion of, or a throwback to when the Ghias had lots of chrome on them. Ghia badge, of course, above that indicator. Body coloured door mirrors now on there as well, and of course these like fog lamps, by the looks of it, either fog lamps or driving lamps on this top model. As befits the flagship of the range, the new Fiesta Ghia combines style and comfort with safety and security. The sleek rounded body design is complemented by new rounded door handles, full depth front and rear body coloured bumpers and body side mouldings. The restyled tailgate has a new aerodynamic sweeping rear wash wipe arm and a body coloured badge tailgate handle. Standard equipment, we've now got power steering as standard, body coloured bumpers, manually adjusted door mirrors, black radiator grille with acrylic surround. There we go, it calls it an acrylic surround. Safeguard engine immobiliser, perimeter alarm, remote control, central locking, double locking and torch key. Stainless steel front scuff plates, tinted glass, tailgate wiper and electric wash. And the key optional extras are ABS, that quick clear, heated windscreen, electrically operated door mirrors, front fog lights, driver's seat electric height adjustment, rear head restraints and alloy wheels, which a lot of them features are shown on this one. You can see the rear head restraints at the back there. And the Ghia's interior, main thing that stands out of course is this sort of like fake wood, very Ghia-esque of old. The text. Once inside the Ghia, you'll find the look is warm and inviting. The seats have been reshaped with height adjustable front head restraints. The instrument panel is a model of intelligent design and layout. Gauges are large and easy to read and switches are conveniently positioned. The fascia is designed to provide easy access to heater and ventilation controls and audio system. The spacious glove box has an interior light on models with optional air conditioning, is refrigerated. The lid has designed cup holders and a pen holder for extra convenience. Standard interior features: driver's airbag, digital clock with temperature readout and warning, leather trim steering wheel, leather covered gear lever knob, driver's seat tilt adjustment. Wood effect finish on fascia, heated controls surround with radio fascia. Tachometer on 1.25, delayed switch off courtesy light, reading lights, remote tailgate release, front seat back storage pockets. Screen tilted and removable sunroof. We've now got electrically operated front windows as standard. Stereo radio cassette is another model up. It's now a model 5000 with 6 speakers. Optional features: front passenger airbag, CFC free air conditioning, and basically just says the interior has some of those optional extras on it. Then we get to the specifications for the Fiesta, starting with sort of curb weights and gross vehicle masses. All these specifications and options obviously we've already talked about, so I'm not going to spend too long on it, but of course you can pause that screen at any time. Then we get some engine data and 3 different engines: the 1.25, the 1.3 and the 1.8 diesel. And then we get the performance figures. The standout of course is that new 1.25 injection with the manual, top speed 106, 0 to 60 in 11.9 seconds. Mechanical features: various bits of information. Like I said, I'm not going to read all this out. You can see the different models though. On black dot obviously means it's standard. So for example, your power steering is only standard on your SI and Ghia. And then later on we get the exterior features, telling us various bits of information. The tailgate spoiler in body colour, only a standard on the SI. Further exterior features: alarm only on that Ghia, interestingly. Lighting, and then the interior features. Notice that base model didn't actually come with a radio. It just came with the wiring, a roof aerial and suppression, which is strange at 1995 to be able to still buy a car without a standard radio in it. Interior lighting, instruments, seats and seat belts. Further interior features, starting with the seats and seat belts, and then going to what it calls comfort and convenience. And then the luggage compartment. Interesting, the Ghia has carpet on floor with sidewalls and wheel arch trims. Those wheel arch trims only available on the Ghia, just to keep the noise down a little bit, I would imagine. And then the options, of course, are extra cost. So they're all the little options that you can actually get. Interesting, pack 6 has got leather trim, so you could get leather in the Ghia. Even a little Fiesta, you could get leather in it, which is unusual and I imagine quite rare thing to see on one of these Fiestas. Interesting little fabric choices, weren't they? Very unusual fabric choices you could get in there. Let me just tune it a little bit better. Unusual names as well: Contact, Palette Blue and Palette Truffle. Then we get this one that it refers to as being Transfer, which is that one we saw on the SI, and then these look like the Ghia colours of Alpina Blue and Alpina Truffle. It does actually tell you at the bottom though which particular ones came with which particular model, depending on whatever colour that you actually chose. And then your colours proper, and actually for a entry-level vehicle, the colour choice was really good actually. Solid colours, diamond white, bright blue and radiant red. And then the metallic colours, as you can see, Novo red, state blue, moon dust silver. Hard to see some of them, I must admit. Ash black, doesn't look that black there, does it? Then we've got this green, and these very bright colours at the end here, which are probably good colours to get on the SI, I guess, just to bring it up. Arizona orange and this vitreous green, the more striking colour, I think. And there at the bottom of this page you can see the brochure code number and the date, October 1995. So there we go, that's the end of today's brochure review. It went on a little bit longer than expected, so we'll wrap it up here, but I will end by saying, isn't it strange that the Fiesta is no longer with us? You'd think a small car would still have a place in the modern world. Maybe that was more a decision of less profits on small cars. Let me know if you've got any memories of the Mark Ford Fiesta, and we'll see you very soon. So we'll say take care, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon. Take care and goodbye.